The first choir director that I worked with was Stephen Jenkins, and it was his dream to have a pipe organ here. And when we rebuilt the church in 1998, we plumbed for a pipe organ. We had space set aside for it, but it was always just a dream. Hello, I'm Julia Johnson. My husband Tom and I have been parishioners at Our Lady of the Lake for 30 years. We joined the parish in 1994 when we moved to Holland as a newly married couple. We raised our children here, who are both adults now. And I have been part of the music program here for 30 years in the choir, and then eventually becoming a cantor. I have really enjoyed my experience. I'm on my fourth choir director and fifth priest. So I've seen a lot, done a lot. The first choir director that I worked with was Stephen Jenkins, and it was his dream to have a pipe organ here. And when we rebuilt the church in 1998, we plumbed for a pipe organ. We had space set aside for it, but it was always just a dream at that time. And unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years ago, but he would love to see this come to fruition. Steve Jenkins was a visionary. The man, I would go as far as to call him a savant. He was a musical savant. He was just multi-talented. He could play any instrument that he picked up. Just someone that I don't know if the parish understood his talent when he was here. He ended up going to an Episcopal church in town because that was his faith. He wasn't Catholic, but he brought a lot to our church when he served us here. And I don't know how long he was here before I arrived, but I think I had 7 or 8 years with him, and he's the one that brought me into cantoring. Never had that on my radar. I am not a trained musician. I was not in choir in high school. I just kind of decided I wanted to be in church choir. I did go to Catholic school and sang in choirs in grade school, but when you're doing that in grade school, there's no music. The nun just conducts you and you sing. You don't have to be the best musician to be a cantor, and that was something that was kind of, Steve always told us, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to have a pleasant voice and a good sound. Audrey had really similar taste in music. They were both Notre Dame schooled, so they were both classically trained musicians, both classically trained organists. Just really kind of has brought the music program full circle for me. We're doing a lot of music with Audrey that we did with Steve. So we are just really excited to see going forward what we're going to be able to do with it. I'm especially excited about Lent. I am a big fan of the Lenten dirge, so we are very excited to see what kinds of things Audrey will choose for the musicians in Lent and what will get played. Even her just musical pieces that she plays are always fascinating to listen to. She's fun to watch play. She's very talented, and I always tell people to watch her feet because she does a lot with her feet that people aren't realizing what's going on with the organ. And if you get a chance to talk to her about the organ, I'm sure she'd be happy to give you a tour of how it works and what's involved in a pipe organ, because there's more to it than you think. So we feel that the purchase of this organ was like the greatest thing that could have happened to our parish. It fits into this space like it has been here for 100 years. It looks like it belongs here. It's appropriately sized. The price was certainly right. We are thrilled to have it. It adds so much to the music for the choir and for us singing, and I'm sure Audrey is thrilled to have it over the previous small electronic organ that we had. The sound is so much richer and deeper, and as a musician, it just enhances everything about the worship service.